Happy Saturday, everybody. Welcome in. I'm excited for this evening. Atlanta's winning right now, which I'm excited for. Saw a good comeback by Charlotte earlier today. And then Diego Luna for Real Salt Lake, killing it. So hopefully the rivalry match here. It's Derby Day there in Kansas City. Excited for that. What's up, Angus? Rain, thank you both already for stopping in. I greatly appreciate that. Like normal, with this being an 8:30 match, we do have 360 up there. So, and then I will tell you right now, we have 360 on the top. We have the Atlanta game down here in a little box, but our game that we're watching for sure is the big screen. I think St. Louis is going to win it. St. Louis has not won at Children's Mercy Park yet this season, but I not this season, but they have not won at Children's Mercy Park. But I think it changes this season, and I think tonight we see St. Louis win there in Kansas City. Tell me what your all's thoughts are. They are showing the lineups there. Let me know. It's rain. It's Sunday here. Hey, well, happy Sunday. It's probably early Sunday for you, isn't it? Hopefully you have a good Sunday. I want to see a goal from St. Louis. That's their biggest thing. They cannot get their offense started. If they can get their offense started, I think they'll be all right. That's the biggest thing for St. Louis, in my opinion. And then everything for Sporting. I know that they have a lot to work on. But look at Santa Claus getting the start for St. Louis. So let's go. Angus, you're saying 2-0. Okay. I wouldn't mind that. I think that it's going. I think my prediction was 1-0 St. Louis. Oh, it's 3:30. Wow. Yeah, that's early. That's early rain. Now on the Sporting Kansas City side, they are showing St. Louis as their player to watch. I think that is one. And then when are we going to see Jovic? I mean, Jovic hasn't really done anything yet for Sporting Kansas City. Maybe that'll change with the new manager and stuff. But yes, I'm excited, Angus, for Klaus starting tonight. I am very excited for that. If you haven't yet, please give the video a thumbs up. I see that we have a good number of people in here. If you haven't, please give the video a thumbs up. It will definitely help me out, get us out there. That's right, Nick. Let's go. I will say I do like the Sporting Kansas City. They're the where they did the throwback. What was that last season? They did like the throwback. I like that. I like that. They need to go back. They should just go back to the Wizards, right? Kansas City Wizards. So players are taking the field. Right after this, we should be underway there in Kansas City. There's some other good games going on. Here, let's take a look. We can take a look at um, the lineups here. Since I'm blind, I have to zoom in from all the way. So yeah, Jovic, Silui, Salimanova, Nova. Maybe that's how I can't. I'm not sure that they're the starting up top for Sporting Kansas City. Then Garcia, Davis, Bartlett in the midfield. Shelton, Miller, Fernandez, and Denby in the back there. And then Polskamp there in goal for Sporting Kansas City. Now, on the other side for St. Louis, I'm pretty sure this is how you say it. Wallum is up top with Klaus. Pompeu, Watts, Morales, and Hartel there in the midfield with Yarrow, Nelson, Kessler, and Hibbert on the back line with Lunt in goal. I expect for him to have another good match. I feel like he has stepped up for the most part and has played very well in the absence of Berkey. Uh, Angus, what do you think? I know that you actually, you're a huge St. Louis fan. How has he looked And that one match that we watched on the stream with St. Louis, like I thought that he played a good game, even though he allowed a goal in that game. But you know that Derby games we're going to see goals. I feel like at least one or two. I hope that it doesn't end in a 0-0 draw. That's all I have to say. I would love to see Klaus get on the score sheet for St. Louis. Like I'd like to know why they haven't really started him recently. He's been coming off the bench, but he gets the start tonight. And then tomorrow we have a couple games tomorrow, and of course Inter Miami, um, our Sunday night game. Yeah, see, I thought he has too. I thought he has played very well um, so far. Yeah, so let's take a look around the league real quick. So yeah, so Charlotte came back, won 2-1 earlier today in the first match of the day. Real Salt Lake 2-0 over the Galaxy, and then as of right now, Atlanta United up against Dallas 1-0. Columbus Crew 2-0 over Montreal. Cincinnati and the Revs are tied 0-0 there at TQL Stadium. Red Bulls come back and are up 2-1 over the Chicago Fire. So it's oh, we got a couple other ones. 0-0. I'm very surprised by that. The Union and Orlando City 0-0 through halftime. And then Austin and Portland are getting ready to hit halftime soon. We saw a couple other people popped in here. Kevin, what's up? Louise and Connor, thank you for popping in, saying hi. Yes, Kevin, unfortunately, it is going to be a Sunday night soccer massacre. I do apologize. I did make a joke and say that Insigne and Bernadeschi are going to go off and they're going to beat Inter Miami. Wouldn't that be crazy if it did happen? Luis is saying St. Louis will win today. Yeah, I think so too. And, yeah, thanks for stopping in, Connor. I jumped into your stream right before I started mine, but I didn't get to say anything though because I was running a little behind. Gotcha, Angus. That's understandable. For Miami, what? Insigne show up for Miami? I think it would be wild to see if Toronto goes into Miami and upsets them at home. I don't think that it will happen. I think Miami are too good. Even a second string of Miami. Yeah, I want St. Louis to win also. So what's our score predictions? Angus said 2-0 in favor of St. Louis. I think it's 1-0 St. Louis. What's everyone else's thoughts? So right now they're talking about how there is someone new in charge there in Sporting Kansas City. Nick, you're saying a draw? Okay. Yeah, I could see it being like one. It could end up being like 1-1, maybe 2-2, but I think that's a little. That would be reaching. Kevin, that yeah, we need to. Oh, that's not good at all, Connor. A .02 xG right now. Woo. All right, we are underway. So they didn't give me time. St. Louis is going right to left. Sporting Kansas City going left to right, and Sporting Kansas City started with the ball, but immediately turned it over. But we already got a free kick to Sporting here. All Rain's saying that Sporting's got this tonight. Oh yeah, Kevin, they did kick off today. I forgot about that. Yes, Pacific won. Oh, they're up. They're winning against Valor right now. Yeah, they'll get the plastic. Yeah, Kevin, they are right now. Oh, so it's only 44 degrees there in Kansas City right now. Is that what I just read? It's a little cold there for me. It was actually a nice day here in West Virginia. Got up to about 70ish. So, St. Louis just cleared it up field. Right now, there's not very much going on. It just a lot of midfield play. Neither team have had any kind of looks or anything. So we don't have the stats up yet for this match. Oh, there we go. Now it shows up. So the crowd's in it. I will say the crowd is in it tonight. And I like that. We like that. We want the crowd to be in it. It seems like a good number of people have showed up for Sporting Kansas City tonight. But there's also, look at all that red. If you're watching a game right now, there's a lot of red in that corner for St. Louis. I almost wore my St. Louis kit tonight. I should have. Yeah, Kevin. This is a derby. Oh, that was a good through ball. Hey, yeah, Connor. It's crazy what Columbus has been doing so far this season. I'm excited for it. I thought for sure that they were not going to be that great, but whenever you have a mastermind like Wilfred Nancy, I guess you can't count anything out. Oh no, Sporting Kansas City, Sporting. It's in the box, and St. Louis finally clears it out. It stays in. Hey, no problem, Connor. Have fun, man. Hopefully Columbus gets that dub. I know that they were winning, I believe. So yeah, it's crazy to see how much red is over there for an away match. I like it though. Like, is that's a good question, and maybe one of you all know this. Angus, I feel like this might be up your alley. Other besides the LA teams, are these the two closest teams, like rivalry wise, like in actual distance away from each other? Yeah, they. I feel like they've always been rivalry in some and everything too. Yeah, because you have the two LA teams. I'm trying to think who would be the other two teams that are closest in proximity to each other. I know these guys are. I guess Miami and Orlando would be kind of close together. I know it's hours away from each other. I'm trying to think of other the Ohio teams. I don't know how many hours those are away from each other. So I guess I would, maybe I'm mistaken because then you have the Red Bulls and NYCFC. They're close now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, Columbus. Yeah, Columbus and Cincinnati are closer together, probably. And then yeah, the New York teams, even though the Red Bulls are in New Jersey. Pompeu, come on, man, you got to keep that in. It's a good clear by. That was a good job by Atlanta there. So they're 106 miles apart. Yeah. See, I don't. I might have to look at that and see like what are the closest rivalries. I would love to go to a Hell is Real derby. Like I'd like to go to the match. Really, Angus? L.A. and San Diego. Huh. Yeah, and I forgot about that too. I forgot that we have San Diego now. Whenever I asked that. That was a great idea, Klaus. That was a great idea. Just the other player did not go. Oh, that should be a pin. Wow, I guess not. Edwards went down too easily. Sporting still attacking here. Sporting is out wide. Oh, Saint Pompeo. That was a good idea by Pompeo. He was trying to sneak in there and steal it. Right now, Sporting's just holding at the back here. Oh, here we go. Just a little too far up. Biggest sports rivalries. That's a good one, Rain. Angus, you're 3 seconds ahead tonight. What is it? That's next Sunday, right, Connor? Rain, what do you think is the biggest sports rivalry? That's a good question for everybody. I'm trying to think. The biggest rivalry. I mean, one of the oldest ones is Celtic versus Rangers. That's one of the oldest rivalries. But I'm trying to think of all sports. I'm trying not to think of just soccer. That's a good question, Rain. Yeah, Yankees, Red Sox, Madrid, and Barcelona. That's a good rivalry too. So I got a free kick for Sporting. There's pushing and shoving there in the Atlanta match. Yeah, those are some good ones too, Connor. Yeah, one of the first ones that came to my mind was Lakers and the Celtics in NBA. Oh, good clear out by St. Louis. Ohio State and Michigan, it's me, you know. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That is a big rivalry. Sporty Kansas City still holding possession. St. Louis is playing good defense, though. I mean, if we talk about college, WVU and Pitt, that's always a big rivalry. I mean, it's definitely not the level of like USC, UCLA, or Ohio State, Michigan. Oh, terrible mistake by Sporting Kansas City here. They slid and tackled, but the ball goes out way down the field for a corner kick for St. Louis, and I believe that is St. Louis's first corner of the match. I have a freaking phone holder right in front of the corners for St. Louis on my screen there. Hey, what's up, William? How are you? St. Louis sends it in. No one in the middle of the field. They can't clear it out, and the goalkeeper finally comes up with it. Whew. That was scary for him. Hey, I'm glad. I'm glad that you're here, William. I'm glad that you're here. Sporting still holding a lot of possession in the first 12 minutes. Yeah, those ones are pretty big too, Kevin, for NHL. The Leaves, Canadians and Bruins. Yep. Well, that was really scary. They just showed another rain. I would love to see the Celtics make it back to back. I don't know how good they're doing this year. I haven't, to be honest, I haven't really watched NBA too much. Good steal. St. Louis are playing great defense and they're getting steals and interceptions, but as soon as they do, they turn it right back over. Here. So Wallum has it. Now St. Louis have it with their back line. Sporting Kansas City putting on pressure though. St. Louis goes up to Klaus and he loses it. That's what it is. Sporting Kansas City are putting on pressure as soon as St. Louis gets it, and Sporting they get it right back. Oh, I didn't know JB was injured. That just shows you, like I said, I don't keep up with the NBA too much. I really didn't even keep up with college basketball, and like the Final Four is going on right now, I believe. At least one of the games. So Lunt gets the ball. You've Angus, you've never seen him with this. Yeah, to me it was kind of a weird one because usually we don't see Pompeu start either. I feel like he usually comes off the bench. I could be wrong, but I feel like any game that we've watched, he's come off the bench. Oh, you guys should have told me that you could hear the broadcast. Hopefully, I don't get marked on that. Could you guys hear the broadcast, or was it just right there whenever he kind of raised his voice for the MLS 360 stuff? Sporting Kansas City is making some good passes, but not in the final third. As I say that, it was a terrible pass. Give it to him, Klaus. Oh, here we go. St. Louis! St. Louis! Whoa! Oh, he missed it! Off the post! Oh my gosh. That was a great pass. Great pass by Klaus. How does that not go in? Oh my goodness. St. Louis almost scored again. They're there. They're knocking on the door. You got to finish that. So Wallem again gets in behind. Bad first touch. And it goes over. Okay, thanks, Rain. Yeah, it must have just been right there. That's good. You got to... I can't believe Wallem missed that first one. Angus. I like that. That's good. Okay, here's St. Louis again. No, Dallas just tied it up against Atlanta. Probably something stupid, like last week. So Moose is the one that scored. Terrible defense by Gregerson. Good pass by Acosta. Oh, here comes Sporting Kansas City. They slow it up now. Oh, we got some shoving. Here we go. I like that. I like that. Oh, they're showing the replay of Wallem. Oh, how does that not go in? That is so unfortunate for Wallem. Sporting has it there at midfield. Oh, that was a little that was gutsy, Lunt. Klaus tries to lay it off. I don't know who that is. So there we go. Foul on Sporting. Got a free kick for St. Louis. Yeah, Morales got fouled. So Gregerson's down in the Atlanta game now, holding his left ankle. Okay, Sporting has it. Goes deep. They bring it down. They're right at midfield. All that was, if he could have got to it a little bit sooner, but Lunt gets to it. Scoops it up. Oh, did he really? Prince scored for him, Kevin. So Lunt went downfield. Sporting's back with their goalkeeper. So moving a little bit slower now. St. Louis putting a little pressure on, putting the pressure on the keeper. Oh no, it goes all the way through to a Sporting Kansas City player. We get a foul. Free kick to Sporting Kansas City. So again, Sporting just hanging on to it here. Right around midfield. Now into the midfield. Out wide here to the bottom of the screen. Cuts inside, lays it off. Crossed in, deflected out by St. Louis. And I believe this is going to be Sporting Kansas City's first corner of the match. Sporting, they send it in. Back post, way back post. St. Louis, now they're countering. No, good tackle by Sporting Kansas City, and they keep it in. Here they come. St. Louis clears it out. Oh, we got he's fake shot. Sporting Kansas City sends it in. Cleared out again by St. Louis. But again, Sporting Kansas City get it back for a throw here. This is a good build-up again by Sporting. Oh, that was a good dummy run by Sporting Kansas City. Good shot, but it was deflected out by St. Louis, I believe. So we're gonna get another corner kick for Sporting Kansas City. We do have a St. Louis player down. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. My dog was like squealing at my door. I thought something was wrong. Yeah, I agree, Angus. St. Louis, their defense is very good. They just got to get the ball in the back of the net. Like it should literally be 1-0. That shot by Wallum should have went in. Yeah, Kevin, pretty much. He wanted to see what the score was. Yeah, he was standing at my door and he was like squealing. I thought he has epilepsy, so I just wanted to make sure he wasn't like having a seizure right by my door, and that's why he was yelping. Because sometimes he yelps like that when he has his seizures. So just wanted to check on him, make sure he was okay. But really, I think he just needed to go out. Excuse me, sorry. Yeah, just I like that, Kevin. He just wanted to see the score. Yeah, me too, Kevin. Me too. Yeah, because usually how he has them is usually like once a month, and like he just had one like a week and a half ago, so that's why I was like really chin because that would be out of like that would make it would make it inconsistent, and that wouldn't be good. But yeah, he usually has one once a month, or sometimes we can go, a month and a half. Sometimes every once in a while it happens. So we got a foul by St. Louis. We got some more pushing, man. This guy, who is that for Sporting? That guy for Sporting is pushing everybody. So I think Davis just got a yellow. But yeah, number 93 for Sporting. I don't know exactly who it is. I can't see. But he has shoved like no, number 11, I'm sorry. Number 11 has shoved people multiple times now. But Wallum gets the yellow. I don't believe he didn't deserve a yellow there, right? So Sporting Kansas City's goalkeeper's taking the free kick here. This is the way they're taking this is like it's the end of the game. He was telling everybody to go up, but then there's like no one up. That was a bad clear by by St. Louis, and Sporting gets it right there at midfield. Bartlett tries to switch field for Sporting, and he does. That was a good ball. So Sporting has it at the top of the screen, and they lose it, and here comes St. Louis now. Bad pass. Sporting have it back. Gets fouled, but I think the ref says play on. No, there no foul called at all. St. Louis Sporting, St. Louis Sporting, Sporting St. Louis. My goodness. Here Sporting takes a shot, deflected, goes right to the keeper. Man, they were just playing ping pong there in the midfield. At one point in time, it looked like Sporting had it, and then St. Louis, and that should be a good game. St. Louis versus Columbus. That will be a good game next weekend. Brain, you're saying let's go Sporting. Man, Houston's field looks very green. They're showing it right now on 360. It's very, very green. What's up, Gracie? How are you? We're doing all right. Can't complain. Hopefully things are going well for you. Okay, well, yeah, I appreciate that. Oh, St. Louis, St. Louis, Pompeo. Oh, that was a chance. He should have. He tried to hold on to it too much. Yeah, I got you, Rain. I understand. Yeah, so we have a little bit of banter going on in the chat. I like that. Oh, Salaway. Oh, I was gonna say that should be a throw for St. Louis. Yeah. So throw for St. Louis deep in their own end, pretty much at the corner flag. So Sporting Kansas City has had 62% of the possession so far. But I feel like St. Louis has had the better looks. Sporting has only had one shot, one on target. St. Louis has had three shots and one on target, and that one on target should have been a goal. Oh, Sporting Kansas, good step by St. Louis. That should be a yellow card by Sporting Kansas City right there because that was studs up for sure. But Wallum gets around him. Wallum tries to go to Klaus. Klaus gonna get there? No. Goalkeeper scoops it up. They keep getting they're doing good on that counter, just can't finish. Just put it a little too far in front of Klaus. Big kick by the keeper. We got to head to head. Oh no. Ref says play on. She doesn't care that they hit heads. Yeah, they have. They've been very aggressive. Sporting Kansas City has. Hey, what's up, Swade? I've tried it before. I've tried it before. I couldn't really get into it because I don't want to have to pay for stuff. So St. Louis has it at the back. Okay, here we go. We got a build up by St. Louis, maybe. Wallum here at the bottom of the screen. Wallum lays it off. That should be a foul by Sporting, but no. Ref says keep playing. Here comes Wallum. Wallum in the final third tries to cross in, deflected by the Sporting defender and goes straight to the keeper. Jovic goes out wide to Sporting. Oh, St. Louis gets it back. Jovic. Oh, that was a bailout call. I feel like for St. Louis. Joveljic didn't push him. I guess he did, now that I see it there. I didn't feel like Joveljic pushed him that much. Wallum tries to get it to Pompeo. Cleared out by Sporting. Sporting clears it. St. Louis comes down with it. Hertel goes back. St. Louis have it at their back line right now. Kessler has it. Yarrow here. Oh, good switch of the field here. Pompeo to Wallum. Wallum turns, lays it off. Good. Ooh, just a little high. Morales with a shot outside the box, just a tad high. And I feel like I called that for the Union game against Orlando. I said either there's going to be a lot of goals or there's going to be like none. Philadelphia and Orlando, 80 minutes and they're still 0-0. Oh no, Gracie. Yeah, I haven't looked at mine since I made the change for Evander and Rusnik. Well, Sporting, great save by Lunt. Klaus just got tripped up. I'm surprised that the first. That's right. Tell him why. So Davis gets a yellow card for delay game for Sporting. But yeah, I'm surprised that Klaus didn't get called for the push in the back. But great save by Lunt. So St. Louis switches field, but Sporting comes down with it. Klaus has put in some work for St. Louis. I'm liking what I'm seeing about him. About Tom Sporting Kansas City getting yellow. Yeah, I don't understand why they didn't get one earlier too. Like, did 11 get one? I still think that number 11 should have gotten one. Whenever Wallum got one for St. Louis, he should have got one also because he shoved like two different people, I believe. Oh yeah, Angus. I feel like we're going to see some more pushing and shoving by the end of this. So a St. Louis player just went down. I don't know if maybe he got smacked in the face. But Sporting are pushing forward. Is it going to be too heavy? Does it get to? He gets to it. Cleared out. St. Louis. Pompeo has it here at the bottom of the screen. Yeah, Sheldon, that's who should have gotten the yellow card for Sporting at the one point in time in the game. St. Louis building. Out wide, Wallem here at the bottom of the screen. Here we go, Pompeo. Sends it in. Oh, I think Klaus got a head on it. But way over the bar. Goal kick to Sporting. Yeah, Angus, I feel like he's doing good work though in this match. Like I feel like he's playing very well for St. Louis. Like that's the thing. I feel like Klaus and Pompeo both and Wallum are playing very well. It's just that Wallum missed that wide open goal. I mean, he should have scored that. Artel way up the field here. Pompeo stops, tries to get back. He gets it back to Hartel. Hartel takes a shot. Ooh, just wide right. That's the second for St. Louis. It's just that far out. But yeah, I like what I've seen from Pompeo and Klaus up top. That was a good shot by Hartel, just a little outside. Yeah, I agree, Angus. They're very organized. Yes. Oh, Sporting. So we got a free kick for St. Louis. Klaus is down holding his head. He got hit in the back of the head. They really do. Look at all the St. I can't. I'm pumped for how many St. Louis fans showed up to the away match here. I like that. I wish that there was more teams like closer in proximity for those kind of things, like have actual away fans there, because that is something you do not see much of in MLS. So we got 2 minutes of stoppage time here. I like that, Angus. They play in sync. Maybe that's what they warm up to, you know. That was a pretty stupid uh saying also, but we're here. So free kick for Sporting. Oh no, did Montreal just tie it up there in Columbus? They did. Oh wow. I can only imagine what Connor's feeling right now. Sporting just goes all the way back to their keeper. See that? Yeah, that's awesome, Angus. That is really cool that they travel like that. I like that. There was no foul there. That should have been a goal for Atlanta. They got their feet tangled up. Handball twice. Oh, Montreal's goal is going to get called back, though, I believe. So, Sporting Kansas City getting a nice free kick here in a promising spot. Here it is, sent in. Ooh, out for a corner. They're trying to go quick here. Oh wow, they're not going to allow them to take the corner. So wow, I'm surprised. So 0-0 there at halftime. So yeah, not a bad first half. I think that was a pretty good first half for this match being 0-0 at halftime. And this is what I expected. I didn't expect anything high scoring in this match. But right now, 54% of the possession in favor of Sporting Kansas City, 46 to St. Louis. So it's gotten a little bit better in that aspect. St. Louis, though, have had 6 shots, only one on target. And then Sporting Kansas City have had 2 shots, and both of their shots have been on target. So St. Louis are bending but not breaking. St. Louis should be up 1-0, in my opinion. I'm not sure what you're asking there, Rain. Oh, we got some pushing and shoving there in the Philadelphia and Orlando match. Like if I could make any changes, is that what you're saying, Rain? For the I think Sporting are doing good. They just got to finish. They get down to the final third and they really just can't get anything in the box, but that's because St. Louis's defense. St. Louis's defense is just very very good this year. But yeah, I would just if I was St. Louis, I mean Sporting, I would just keep attacking, but you got to get something you got to get something in the final third. And then St. Louis, it's the same thing we've been saying all year. Is just no offense for St. Louis. a movie about sporting incident. Yes, We Are Marshall. That was a movie about a sporting incident. And I'm pretty sure they made one even about Liverpool, didn't they? But yeah, Marshall. We Are Marshall is one. Oh, that should be a foul. That should be a foul. Free kick for Atlanta right off outside the box. Really? No? So we're going to watch the end of this Atlanta game here. There's only a minute and a half left. I hate the fact that the only goal Atlanta scored tonight is off of a penalty. Like, we are struggling to score. I don't even know who that is, Rain. Oh, if I can make a good movie. Or make a movie. I'm not sure. I'm not following, but I don't even know who that David Ayres is. I'm sorry. I apologize, Rain. Hernandez, you've got to go to the ball. Here comes Dallas. Dallas on the break. They're about to score. Moyumba with a freaking tap. Way to go. Oh, is there, Angus? I thought that I heard about that. Atlanta's going to get a draw. Yep, and that is a game 1-1. So around the league right now, Columbus and Montreal are still playing. So Montreal's goal did get called back. That I thought that they did tie it up there for a moment. So yeah, the Atlanta match ended 1-1. Yeah, Rain, I think you and everybody else, I think we all thought that Atlanta was going to put a bunch on the scoreboard, but they really haven't so far this year. It's very, very frustrating, in my opinion. Um, I mean, they put up four last weekend, which they should, and I think with the talent that we have, we should be scoring a lot. But they just haven't meshed. I think that's the thing. Once they really, really mesh together, I think that Atlanta is going to be dangerous up top. But it's going to be, it's going to be games like last week with NYCFC. Like, we don't play very good defense. Gregerson hasn't been as good as I thought he would be for Atlanta. And then Williams has been kind of iffy lately. Also, those guys at center back. Oh, is it really, Angus? So I wonder if my foot mob isn't updating because it's telling me 54-46 so far with possession. Yeah, it's still showing that. Oh, excuse me. St. Louis has had two big chances, which I don't know what I'm trying to think of what the other one was. According to Apple, and I mean, you would think that Apple would be the correct one because it is there. You know what I mean? They own the rights, so Yeah, and FootMob is saying that 0.13 expected goal is for Sporting, and then 0.69 for St. Louis. So yeah, things around the league here. Um, Columbus and Montreal. That game's about to end. Columbus up 2-1. Cincinnati beats the Revs 1-0. Red Bulls end up winning 2-1 over Chicago. Philadelphia and Orlando 0-0. And then Austin and Portland currently 0-0 in the 87th minute. Houston and LAFC 0-0 there in the 28th minute. And then our match 0-0 there here at halftime. Yeah, Angus, I feel like, yes, they almost scored right after that. Wallum had it, and it went off the keeper, and then the other St. Louis guy wasn't ready for it and went over the the crossbar. So yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, I feel like Klaus has made a lot of like a lot of opportunities and stuff for St. Louis. If they could continue to keep him involved, I mean, I don't know what his time will look like, how long they'll keep him on, if he'll only play till the 60th minute, or if he'll play, full 90. But I feel like he's making a lot of like attacking things for St. Louis whenever they really don't have an attack yet this year. I mean, at this point in time, I would play him until at least the 70th, right? Because he wasn't injured or anything, right, Angus? They were just having him come off the bench. Yeah, that too, Angus. I mean, it really is. Like his size, his hold up play, and he's a great passer. Like I don't, to me, I think he's a really good passer. I mean, if you saw in the first half there, I mean, he has his back towards goal, and he leads. I think it was Wallum. He leads Wallum at the top of the screen with his back to the goal. Like he's a good passer. So like really, you could almost play him because he drops deep. You know, so he wasn't injured. They were just having him come off the bench. I think I think that's a bad move by St. Louis. You got to use him. I don't know if his fitness and everything, but I think he's made you could almost play him as a false nine, bringing him like dropping him back even more, and then feeding Pompeo on one side, Wallum on the other. I mean, that's kind of what he's done in this match, and I think that's what you got to use him for. And then the hold up play. Yeah, because he got that one ball out to Wallum, and if he could have turned around, Wallum could have gave it back to him later down the pitch. I think it was Wallum. It might have not have been Wallum. I'm not 100% sure. But I like Klaus. I like what he does. I think he's a very good player. Commercials are so stupid. I hate commercials. I bet Red Bull and Seabass are happy with their win tonight because it was a comeback win against Chicago. So we should be getting the second half underway here soon. I feel like this has been a very long halftime. I don't know why. Yeah, nice assist. Yeah, that's exactly Angus. I don't know if you could see by the colors on the. I mean, I guess you are watching the same thing, but that's the one that I'm saying. Like it was just a stupid commercial. Rain. I do not drink beer. I actually don't drink alcohol at all. I have no problem with it. It's just I choose not to. Hey, I'm glad that Sporting Kansas City fans showed up tonight. Got a nice crowd. All right, we're getting ready to kick off the second half here. I like that Klaus is still out there. Thanks, Rain. I appreciate that. All right, we are underway in the second half. Sporting Kansas City going right to left. St. Louis going left to right, and I apologize. Sporting Kansas City started with it this half. Klaus is just like a beast. Like he's just pushing guys around like it's nothing. Here you drink a lot of alcohol. What is your favorite drink? Pompeo. Pompeo. Oh, just a little bit of a heavy touch there. Out for a goal kick. What's up, Samuel22? How are you? How's things going? Samuel, I'm sorry. What is your team? I can't remember what your team is. And I do apologize for that. Because I feel like we've talked about it. But who do you cheer for? St. Louis has possession. Angus, you only drink when St. Louis plays. And I understand that. Sometimes I feel like whenever I watch Atlanta, it makes me want to drink. Yes, Montreal. Can't believe you guys almost drew with Columbus earlier. I saw that the one goal got called off. You drink when you go to a sauna. That's different. I've not heard that before, Rain. I mean, what, you just drink and sweat it right back out? Oh, so what are we getting here? You hit the like button. There's no likes. It's showing 6 on my end, but I don't know. I feel like that hasn't changed because it's saying that I have 6 concurrent viewers, like only 6 people watching, and 6 likes, and it has said that for a very long time. So I don't know if there's something wrong on my end too. Yeah, I was gonna say, Samuel, they reversed the one. So Hartel with the free kick here for St. Louis. Takes it. Oh, back post. There we go. No one's in the middle. But St. Louis has a shot, but it goes about 20 rows up into the stands. Yeah, I know, right, Angus? Oh, okay, Rain. That's definitely different. I've not heard that before. But that's cool. It's always cool to me to hear about you know, other cultures and, even other cultures in the sense of even in the US, like what people do in different states and things like that, because different areas of the US are very different than other parts. But also like you, Rain, like I've never heard of that. And it's really cool to learn what other countries and other people do compared to what you do. I'm very curious in that aspect. Klaus is putting in work all over the field, man. Coming back, helping out on defense. So you use beer to throw on the heater, huh? Oh no, Sam, it's bugged. I was on there earlier. I'm about to check again. Really, Rain? Everybody has a sauna? See that's something that's different too. Like we that's not I don't feel like that's a very big thing in the US. Oh, Sporting. Good block. So we got a corner kick for Sporting Kansas City. I'm not having a good week, Samuel. I only have 15 points. But yeah, I don't think it's given. I think it's bugged too because it's saying Derek Williams has 0 and that game's over. So I think you're right. I think it is bugged. Sam, yeah, you guys speak French in Montreal, yep. Sporting bring it down. Flicks it back. Klaus with the clear. Oh. Yeah, Samuel, the app is definitely bugged. You're right. Yeah, same here, Angus. I think I've been in a sauna like twice in my life, I think. I can't even remember. I'm trying to remember where it was because it was when I was on vacation somewhere, I believe, and it was definitely different. Like it's something I never experienced it. It was pretty wild to me whenever I first sat in one. Here comes Sporting, tries to chip the keeper, but Lunt had a good position there on that one. Every weekend for a few hours. That's pretty cool, Rain. That is pretty cool. Like I said, I like learning new things about, different parts of the world and all that, and what everyone does differently. Yeah, because I don't feel like people um do it all the time here, and I could be wrong. It could, people might do it all the time in different states, but it's something not a lot happens around where I live. That's crazy, Rain. If it with it being that hot, she is not calling any fouls on Klaus. He is bullying everybody. The app is working now. I'll have to go check it out. Pompeo to Wallum. And man, we got some jawing going on. I like it. I don't know who that was for Sporting, but man, bumped Wallum right off the ball. And then he was talking smack. I like it. Oh, here we go. St. Louis. Hartel kicked it right at the keeper. I mean, right at him. Hartel, you've got to go far post on that. Why? Why? Went right to the keeper. You got to go far post in that situation. You got to go far post. Good save. Good save by the Sporting Kansas City keeper. So that's another big opportunity for St. Louis, and they did not capitalize. That's crazy. That's pretty crazy, Rain. All right, St. Louis, give it back to him. Klaus down the side here, down at the bottom of the screen, waiting, tries to cross it, deflected off of Sporting Kansas City, so we got a corner kick for St. Louis. I will say Klaus looks tired. He looks tired. So the ref is talking to Pompeo and Jovic here. I don't know why we're having a conversation. Let's go. Angus, that probably would be pretty cool. Oh, Wallum got a head on it, but good save by the keeper. Even Ronaldo has been in a Finland sauna. That's pretty funny. Oh, here we go. St. Louis on the attack here. Yep, there's your overlap. Okay. Cross it in. Oh, back post. And the keeper, man. Sporting Kansas City's keeper is playing a very good game right now. And that was a good diving catch. He could be wide receiver. Dang. He boots it upfield. I will say, I feel like this half, um, I feel like this half, Sporting, not Sporting. Yeah, yeah, you're right, Benny. Somebody score. I feel like this half has been all St. Louis, though. I feel like St. Louis have held a lot more possession than Sporting. Klaus trying to flick it on. There we go. Another turnover by Sporting, throw for St. Louis. Yeah, I'm hoping we see something, Benny, by the end of this. Because there's a couple games that finished 0-0, I believe, earlier. All right, so we're seeing our first substitutions here for Sporting. So Sheldon comes off. Radoja, I think that's how you would pronounce that. Radoja comes on for Sporting. And I didn't check to see if anybody made any changes at halftime, but I don't believe we saw any. So Sporting Kansas City now has possession. What's up, Charles? How are you? How's things going? How's Houston looking? Oh, that's a good ball. That was a handball, I believe, but St. Louis gets it back. Good defense, good recovery. Oh, okay, goes back to the keeper. Yep. Oh, if he could have got that header to go the right way. I feel like, to me, I don't know how you all feel, but I feel like Wallum has been a big part of like the offense going forward, but he's struggling at the same time. I guess that would be the best way. I feel like he's having an okay game. Sporting with the pressure here. Yarrow kicks it upfield. Oh, goes quick. Klaus. Oh, good defense by Sporting. Good poke. Sporting loses it, and everyone's saying no. Okay. So Shallow is offside. What a beard on that guy. On the manager of St. Louis. I think we've talked about this before that. What a beard. I wish my beard would come in thick. Mine doesn't come in thick. Sporting gets it back. So Sporting go all the way back to their keeper. Angus, you've noticed how red. Yes, it. And like whenever I get into the sun more, during the summer, it'll come out even more the red. And then I also, unfortunately, I don't I you guys have probably noticed that too. I have a nice little, like, I can't remember which side it's on. I have a little bit of like a gray patch coming in too, which I'm not a fan of. I think that was a bad call. But yeah, I have, like, that's the thing with my beard. I have all different colors. I have red, black, gray now, you know. Pompeo definitely sold that. Because I don't even think he got touched there. If he did, it was barely. So it looks like St. Louis are going to make their first substitutions coming up here. What's up, Seabass? Yeah, I saw that. I actually said earlier in the stream that you and Red Bull Insider were probably pretty happy with that comeback win because you guys were down 1-0. Yeah, Rain. I am only 5'9". I'm very short, and I'm sorry I don't know what that is in like centimeters and stuff. But yeah, 5 feet 9 inches is what I am. You quit growing your beard when it started getting, yeah, like that's the only bad thing. Like I want mine thicker to like come in thicker and stuff, but I don't want to have to really like make it too big because then you have to maintain it. And like I won't cut mine all the way off because you all do not want to see me without a beard. It's not a good look. It's a very nice win, but a boring win. I mean, a, a dub's a dub, right, Seabass? I'll have to go back and watch the highlights and stuff. So foul, free kick for Sporting. Watts with the foul. St. Louis get it right back though. Oh, here we go. Oh, good. Yeah, I was gonna say that looked like it hurt a little bit. Carlos was amazing. That's good. So Miller got is the one that got fouled. So Wallum tries to lay it off, and I think it was the substitution. Who did he come in for? Is Klaus off right now? I didn't see. They didn't show unless I was reading one of the comments. I don't feel like they really showed the substitution. No, Klaus is still on. All of a sudden, my fantasy team has a lot more points. Yeah, I wonder what I think the site was bugged. I think Samuel 22 was right because it was showing some of the people on my team with no points that have already played. Okay, here's St. Louis. Well, he keeps a hold of it. You're 185 centimeters. Here, I'll look. So you would be 6 foot. Yeah. Look at Seabass coming in. So yeah, what? Yeah, I'm 175 centimeters. Rain. 175.26 would be how tall I am. Oh, St. Louis had another chance. Come on. Oh yes, Angus. That's probably because they're both playing pretty good right now. I'm not having a good game or a good, yeah. I'm going to need a lot of players to do. I would say Messi, but I'm going to guess that he has the person I'm playing has Messi. Oh, Angus, you're 6'1". Wow. Yeah, I'm just a short guy. Yeah, Tim Ream got me 4 earlier. I guarantee you he has Messi also. Yeah, my bench, like, Latte Loft only got me a point. Diego Rossi got me 3, and Anthony only got me 2. So I'm definitely losing this week. Seabass, you're 5'10". Okay. Are we going to see a goal? William, you need a goal here? I would like to see one. I really do. Ndembe? Sporting. He's looking. He's trying to. St. Louis is playing good defense. Oh, and he gets out of it. Ndembe got out of the trouble, and here comes Sporting. Oh, Shalloway with a heavy touch, so it's cleared out by St. Louis. William, you need it from Sporting. I say I would rather St. Louis score. Just a heavy touch by Shalloway. Barlick goes over Sporting. Sporting has it at the top of the screen. I got a feeling Klaus will be coming out soon. He looks a little gassed. Well, Joveljic with a good turn. Yeah, Rain. Unfortunately, St. Louis just cannot score. I guess they had a lot of draws today. Yeah, what Dallas and Atlanta, Philly and Orlando. Oh, here's Sporting Joveljic, and Joveljic isn't going to miss that. He's not going to miss that. Goal for Sporting Kansas City. Yeah, Joveljic isn't going to miss that. That's unfortunate because I really wanted St. Louis to win this. Dang, that does suck. Rain, yeah, 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 yeah. He's not. He might miss that 1 out of 10 times. And we have 3 draws so far, Angus, and in this match day. And we're not. Well, we still might see one in this. We got plenty of time left for St. Louis to score. That's the only thing, though. I feel like if St. Louis start to push forward, that it's going to open them up, and Sporting can get a second one. This change was needed for Sporting, though. They really did need to change away from their their manager. Oh, that's old Klaus keeps it though. Gets it to Hartel. All right, come on, St. Louis. Yeah, give it to Hartel. Yes, Hartel chips it up over. That's no, come on. Yeah, I was gonna say he just fell. Yeah, dude, you fell before he even got there. The Sporting Kansas City guy is asking for a foul, but he fell before Wallem even got there. Oh, and then he got nutmegged. You hate to see that. That's a good block by Sporting. Here we go. That should have been a foul, but no, she's letting him play. Wow. Yeah, Angus, Klaus does look tired, man. Yeah, I'm surprised Klaus isn't. I got a feeling he's coming off soon, right? I mean, I don't know. I can't remember who would come in for him. Angus. Oh no, that was a terrible miss by Wallem, but made forced him backwards, so that's good. Yeah, St. Louis are about to make another substitution here. Oh, good defense by St. Louis there. Saloui was in behind, just another heavy touch. Yeah, so it looks like Sporting is also looks like Tommy might be coming on. Klaus is giving it his all, so I got a feeling he's going to be coming off here. Ooh. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know why I keep yawning. This is good pressure by Sporting. St. Louis are doing a good job keeping possession, but yeah, Becker or Betcher, I forget how they say it. I think that is who it's going to be, Angus, because I think that I heard the announcer say something about it. There we go. That's a good ball to Klaus. That's the thing, though. Klaus, I think Klaus played a great game tonight. He's played a really good game. Here we go. Get it in. Klaus with a header. Oh, Klaus is a beast. Yeah, that ball was just a little too high. Oh, so we got a throw for St. Louis, but I got a feeling we're going to have the substitutions here. No, they play. Oh, Hartel, Klaus, and they lose it. And Joveljic gets fouled, and we got a yellow card for St. Louis. Yeah, it was definitely a foul. I think that it would warrant a yellow card at this time in the game. So yeah, Tommy's coming in for Sporting. Who else? I can't see. Rosero. So I got all kind of substitutions. I think both teams making multiple. Yeah, Fernandez is coming out. Rosero in for Sporting. Yes, Angus. Yep. Yeah, Rain. They had to. Yeah, they should have. They should have capitalized on their opportunities tonight. So for some reason, Rosero comes back over. Yeah, I don't understand what's happening right now. Spelling? What do you mean, Angus? Jovic lays off. Klaus is still in, which I'm very surprised. I thought he would have been one that got substituted. Oh, Shallowy. Oh, Jovic blocked by St. Louis. That would have been a good shot by Jovic. Oh, Klaus! Oh, that could be a red. That's a clean tackle? What? So Sporting are down to that's why Rosero is not in. They took too long, I think. So that wasn't a foul on Klaus? Oh, gotcha, Angus. Yeah, I'm not sure either. But I was following what you were saying though. Oh, Davis nutmegs Wallum. I'm good, Connor. How's things with you? You probably feeling pretty good that Columbus pulled out the dub, even though there it was 2-2, but the one got called back. I don't think that was a good tackle. I think he hit Klaus's legs before he hit the ball, right? I guess it doesn't matter because we're still playing. Martel switch, yes. Heavy touch. Oh, it took a deflection, so we got a corner kick. St. Louis. Yeah, I agree, Angus. I thought that tackle was. I thought that he got his legs first before he got the ball, and it should have been a yellow. All right, come on, St. Louis. Get an equalizer here. Looks like Hartel is taking the corner. Klaus is not happy. Klaus got shoved down. Well, I don't know where the deflection was. I think that. Okay, here we go. Sends it in. Oh, this could be good. Oh, wow. So another corner for St. Louis. KC is the worst team defending corners. I mean, right there, they didn't look good except the guy came in at the last second and got a header to clear it away. Hartel taking it now. The corner is down here at the bottom of the screen. Sends it in. Goes through, takes a shot, bounces up. Out for a goal kick. Dang. Yeah, that was probably the first bad positioning that I've seen by Lunt. The position his positioning on that goal was not that great. He was too far to the left. Free kick to St. Louis. Come on, St. Louis. Yarrow cuts inside. Oh, no. Come on. What are you doing? What are you doing, man? Don't be blaming it on him. That was a bad pass by you. I don't know who that is. So we have about 5 minutes left before stoppage time. Sporting with a throw. Govilic gave Euro a piggyback ride for a second there. Oh, wow. Jovic just straight elbowed that guy in the midfield. Good night, Samuel. Hopefully you have a good night, man. Thank you for stopping in as always. Hopefully you have a good rest of your weekend. Oh, that's not cool, Angus. That's a terrible stat. And they had multiple opportunities tonight. Sporting are playing good defense right now. St. Louis can't break down that midfield. And here comes Sporting. Tommy. Oh, Jovic with another goal. Wow. Jovic with a second goal. That first shot was nice off of the post. Should have been a goal there, but off the post that would have been a banger. And then Jovic with the rebound. No one defending. Everyone just watching. Wow. Charles Jack McGlynn with a banger. Here, maybe we'll I got a feeling this game is now over, I would say. Oh, they're showing this the Sporting Kansas City goal that just happened. Hopefully they show it on 360. St. Louis offside. Oh, really, Angus? He should be back. I mean, that's the thing, though. I will say the first goal, Lunt had bad positioning, but there's really nothing you can do on that one. I mean, he did what he was supposed to do, and then really the center backs just stood and watched. That's why Jovic scored that second one. They were just standing around. Klaus was trying to do too much there. Jovic going for the hat trick. He's going. Oh, I thought he was going for the Hattie. Tommy. That's the thing, though. Jovic has scored, so he's just going to score some more. Tommy takes the shot. Good save by Lunt. I guess I missed the McGlynn banger. Oh, they do, Charles. It's a thing. It really is. I mean, Montreal got a draw after their firing, but yeah, there's always that firing. Like they get that boost. I'm gonna have to watch some Twitter or something to see the Houston. So yeah, 5 minutes of stoppage time. And this was a good match all around. I thought. I think it should be closer. I can't believe Sporting are up 2-0. I mean St. Louis should have had at least one by now. That was a good cross field. Okay, here we go. This could be something for St. Louis. Right to the keeper. That's twice now. On that left hand side, they've kicked it right to the keeper. All right, so this should be yellow for Sporting KC's goalkeeper, I feel like. He's held on to it way too long. That was way more than 6 seconds. That should be a foul. Tommy, Jovic, cross field. He's gonna pull it. Pulls it. Great save by Lunt. See, when Lunt has time to save it, man, he's a good keeper. So Sporting building up again. Oh, Jovic. Oh, Jovic. Jovic. Oh, Jovic wants that Hattie. He wants the Hattie. Klaus with the foul here. So yeah, this game's over for sure. Yeah, I mean Lunt is a good goalkeeper. The second goal was not on him, I don't feel like. So they're taking Joveljic out here. So no Hattie for Joveljic. But man, what a night for him. Hey, what's up, Leo? How are you? Hey, hopefully you get that parlay. Hopefully you get that parlay. Hopefully, man, it's sitting on a rooftop. Man, I like that. I like that. And that from Mexico. I love that we have people from everywhere. That it's awesome. You don't mind me asking what part of Mexico, man, Leo? St. Louis tries to go quick, but literally just kicked it down the end line. So it's going to be a throw for Sporting. Oh, I love it. The Sporting guys taunting the St. Louis fans. So we are at that 95th minute. They were Angus. Klaus is not Klaus is getting up and he's mad. And that's it. And that is it. Oh wow, we got some more pushing and stuff here. Hold on. Klaus and Davis are getting into it. The goalkeeper's trying to pull Davis away. Hey, thanks, Leo. I appreciate that. Okay, Monterey. Monterey. So yeah, that's crazy. Sporting Kansas City get their first dub. Yeah, I see the altercation. Davis and Klaus were getting into it. Why are Sporting celebrating this as though that they just won the MLS Cup? I don't understand. But good for them getting their first win of the season. Kudos. Um, yeah, it's a rivalry that you want that to happen, right, Angus? Hey, I thought this was a good game. I thought that St. Louis played pretty well until especially after the first goal, they kind of just folded in the back. And again, St. Louis had multiple chances to score. They had 4 shots on target. You just can't miss those opportunities. You just can't miss those opportunities. And Wallum missing off the post. Uh, Wallum again had a shot, but then it was deflected, and another guy missed it, but that he was already falling. And then Hartel had a shot, but instead of kicking it out wide, he kicks it right to the keeper, and then there was another goal like that. So, uh, Sporting Kansas City looked good. Joveljic doing Joveljic things. That's what he does. He scores goals. You can't miss the first one that he took. You can't miss that one. You that is like a wide open net. Bad positioning in my opinion by Lunt, and Joveljic capitalized. And then that second one, good rebound goal for Joveljic. Just bad marking by the defense on St. Louis, standing there ball watching. But hey, thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you all have a good weekend. Angus, I'm sorry that they lost. I wanted St. Louis to win this match, and they've got a good defense if they just keep their shape. But thank you all. I'm going to call it a night. Hopefully you have a good rest of your weekend, and we will see you for the next one.
Atlanta's kind of on the break. Yeah, Almada gets it. Puts it over. Caleb Wiley. Go! Let's go! Crossfield to Wiley. Wiley to Yakimakis. Yakimakis, go! There it is.
Oh, Giacchini. St. Louis is on the attack. Giacchini has it out wide on the right. Klaus. Oh!